she have? No. It is? No. G'day. Is that anyone here? I'm trying to figure out how to share a stream, but there seems to have been some kind of update to the app since last time I used it. I'm aware. Oh, fuck, the coverage is probably starting already. How the fuck? Send an update? No, I don't want to do that. Oh god, this used to be so simple. Channel. I swear it's right. I can't use a link. So hang on. I'm live. I'll just post an explanation. Sorry. Couldn't remember how to copy a link to the stream. Sorry. I'll make the text a bit smaller. Sorry, I know it's probably about started. Right, post it. Hang on, I'll tag myself. Hang on. Oh, at me. Post that. Done. Right, sorry, just need to repost it now on my story. These things, look, bit of admin. It's been a busy week. Can anyone hear this? 2 stories mention you. That one, add to my story. Done, posted. Finished. Right. Oh, fuck, hang on, I need this for the television. Sky. Qualifying, Emilia Romagna. Okay, watching an Uber ad. Apparently you can buy trains there now. Hang on, the volume's too loud. Fucking hell. Oh, we're in ads. We're in ads anyway. It's fine. Tibbet, fuck off. Can you get out? Hello, and welcome to another Screaming Meals stream. Josh, fuck off. From a location that may or may not be my office. So I'm going to have to keep the volume down a little bit. But g'day one, g'day all. As you can tell, I'm on my own. Again, naturally, as Gilbert O'Sullivan would say. I'm not drinking at work, I'm going to kill him. Right, we're running through the opening titles now. I'm going to rotate this so we don't get the clown show in the background. Hang on. I have to pose for a photo now. All right. First stream back in a while. Oh, this is already in the work group chat. All right. Getting a shot of Imola now. Here we go. Oh, g'day, Emily. How you going? Glad to meet you in Barcelona. Oh, so call Mr. Armstrong. I believe Mr. Armstrong's probably balls deep in an Indianapolis 500 practice right now, so I might not bother him for the day. And the start is delayed. Fuck me. Oh, could have taken care of some admin. How long are we delayed? Oh, for fuck's sake. Grow up. Oh yeah, Clem's in the chat, by the way. He's watching from a more glamorous location. How long? This is. I have to be honest, the delay's suboptimal because it's my mum's birthday dinner tonight, so I'm under a bit of time pressure here. Berman with a new front wing after his shunt in practice. That was relatively heavy looking, but it didn't seem to be too shit. Are you going to Imola ELMS, James? Yep, probably will be doing Imola ELMS. Tell us about Long Beach in Barcelona. Well, you saw Long Beach, hopefully. Barcelona. There's a little bit of a video coming out for Barcelona, but it doesn't give too many details. Clem's just cheerleading in the chat. Get them to shell out some coin, mate. That'd be good. We need it right now. Those flights to Indianapolis were fucking dear. Anyway, 16:05 local time. We're restarting, which is according to my watch right now. But I set my watch fast intentionally, so I'm not late for shit. Free tip there. And please don't rewind to the start of this stream. The Indy 509 is going to be unreal, Clem. OG Kush Miney there on the mic, giving it some insight to Imola. Did we race at Imola last year in Formula 2? I can't actually remember. I wasn't there if we did. Malukas hasn't replied to my DM, by the way, as we gained a new subscriber for 6 months. Cheers, good on you. This does feel somewhat like a prison cell, I have to be honest. It's literally not, it's just my arm's length wide. And about this, I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Is there air conditioning in this situation? Oh, we can dim the lights. What does this button do? Oh, oh, fuck. That is air conditioning. Lights and air conditioning. It's like being in America. This is fantastic. How that the air conditioning might become problematic for the audio, but okay, I can just blast that. I can just do a blast of air conditioning maybe once every 5 to 10 minutes if I get too warm. My hair's a real bird's nest today, so apologies for that. Oh, somebody's just sent me a link. Oh, Dana, you legend. Hang on. Copy. Oh, fuck. Bank. Paste. Screaming Meals. There we go, and post, done. Post it on Screaming Meals. Done. Easy. That wasn't difficult at all. Ah. So we're about to get going. I hear engine noises on the sky. Here we go. We're green flag, green flag, green flag. Don't fuck up my iPad. Good. Good. We're away. So we see get a shot of Ollie Behrman leaving the pit lane there. Had dinner with him not only 6 days ago. Right. Get Klopp on the show. He might be a little bit extreme. Why is James so quiet? Have I turned my volume down? Is that better? Is that better? I think this is the best way to do it. Is that better? Clem claiming it to be an athlete there. Oh, this is such an uncomfortable sitting position. But we're here doing it. So we see friend of the show, Juan Manuel Correa, leaving the box. Who looked good in practice? Oh, is that not Correa? That's Crawford. It might have been, actually, do you know what? It's probably both of them. Both friends of the show. How about that? Aaron was quick. Aaron's pretty good. Actually, the high tech wasn't terrible here, from what I understand. Historically. Here's Yannick, the MD at Dams. Timestamp, good shout. There's 27 minutes and 35 seconds now left to go in the stream. In the bloody qualifying session. There you go. Clem making his favourites obvious in the chat there. Picks for pole. O'Sullivan's car looked terrible in the lap that we rode on board with him in practice, and that's pretty much all I know. Who would have raced here a few years ago? I like both Premiers. I feel like they should be good here because it's Italy. And I feel like Behrman's probably been more complete over a lap. So I'm going to say Behrman's my pick for pole. There you go. Heard it here first. I think Clem might be steamed based on his input in the chat. We love to see it. A lot of curb there from Antonelli. He looks quite horny on the back of Ollie Behrman there as they sort of do their installation lap. I think it's Maloney who leads the way, as he does so in the championship as well, so that's fitting. Is Marcus actually running P11? It's alright, there you go,
How
mate.
many people you got?
There you go, mate. Have your 5 minutes.
200 viewers.
Go on.
Nice.
Anything you'd like to say?
Big crash Roddy Berman earlier.
You recovered that, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just caught the curb, didn't he, really?
Yeah, just with the rear. Yeah, it was enough to unsettle him.
Who's that prick?
Tell Josh to get back to work. Yeah.
Is
Get
it
back to
Clem?
work. It may or may not be Clem.
Nice. Is Frankie on it?
I don't think Frankie's watching, no.
Looks like Nando Norris's older brother. Nice. It's about me.
Yeah, you're 22, so you've been compared to a 30-something-year-old in your early 20s. So what does that tell you about your lifestyle?
23, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Maloney's on a lap. Behrman's gone quicker in the first sector, though. So but there's a yellow flag. So this is going to stitch somebody up, but it might not be Behrman, who's gone purple again in sector 2. And now there's a yellow flag in sector 3 as well. Somebody must have stopped on the straight, which means they're all... Oh, no, sector 3, yellow flag's gone. Now the track's clear. Jesus. More action in the flags than on the track. Maloney sets a lap. It's a 128.4. Something tells me Behrman's going to be a 127.9. 128.2. Never mind. Nostradamus does not strike twice. It's Pepe hanging it out sideways, is he? Friend of the show. Oh! Shit, he's almost done a Behrman, but he's got away with it. But you can say goodbye to those tyres. So he's gone in, tipped it in fine. Yeah. And yeah, again, catches that curb. It's enough to throw him off. And into the kitty litter he goes, over the lawn. But she's all good. Gets her out. When is the Pepe episode dropping? That's a good question. We've got a vlog coming out really soon from France. I mean, it'll probably be quite soon after that, I'd imagine. There's something else we've got coming out next week, but we need to not get too excited about that just yet before we figure out our sort of marketing strategy for it. Hadjar goes to the top. What happened to Clem's wine corner, you ask? Well, somebody get Clem to spend some time in the country and stop gallivanting around Europe. Will there be a 500 vlog? There absolutely will be a 500 vlog. Calls to bring back Clem's wine corner here, and I totally agree. It's a very low effort pod. It's just a bit of time commitment. The Alfa Romeo thing is not lost to the void either. We've just got quite a lot going on. Just getting peppered in the chat here with all sorts of nagging. Alright, Maloney's on another one. Bortoletto's gone fastest in the first sector. He holds the 28.1. Battery Voltas with some facts there in the chat. I'm enjoying this. Let's just turn this into an Novalak abuse. I love it. Nice tidy looking at that from Maloney. This is a boring qualifying session so far. 21 minutes and 5 seconds to go in it though. God, the seating arrangement is tedious. Will we be in Zandvoort again? Unlikely, has to be said. Because I think Clem's racing that weekend anyway. Right. Gabby's still on top, so Clem's prediction holding out good. I don't know if that was a prediction or just support, but we do love Bortoletto. He's a great bloke. Also had dinner with him last week. As we ride on board Antonelli, the man who was rumoured to be in the Williams this weekend, but not so. He'll cross the line. Where's it going to be? P9, no improvement. Slightly. No, that looks significantly worse. Let's see if I can fix this situation. Here we go. That's, better than it was, but still not good. No, it's worse. Christ. All right. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. You should have just left it, you fucking idiot. All right. Bortoletto's on another lap. He's just gone purple in Sector 1. He has been bumped down to P2 by Maloney, the championship leader. Hadjar crosses the line. No good. No, he's gone through the second sector. No good. Bortoletto still up. He's gone yellow in the second sector. But he can still improve on the lap, perhaps. As he comes over the rise. No, that's Isaac Hadjar, who we're following, who's absolutely thrown this lap in the bin, so I'm not too sure why we're following so closely. And I'm not too sure why he's even finishing it. He's 3.2 seconds off, so he probably could have just called it there, mate. But anyway, Bortoletto does improve and goes back to the top. Love the centre lid with the yellow livery. That's looking pretty hot. Oh. Colapinto's had a bit of a wild moment there. Looks like he's trying to visit Argentina, but not to be. Oh, he's managed to keep it out of the Baz. Not a bad job there. Yeah, he's fished it out. No worries. All good. Oh yeah, who's going to ELMS Imola? Get amongst the ELMS. We're fast there. You might even see a Screaming Meals win. God, this hair situation is just not. That's kind of better. There we go. I'm still perfectionist. Alright, riding on board Maloney. He's gone yellow in the first sector. I'll save a conversation topic for the break because I feel like we're going to get even more bored again. We can at least watch Maloney finish his lap as he slides it through Aqua Minerale. Over the curb. How much curbs he taken? Quite a lot. Good man. Rami Malek. Remy Malek or Rami Malek? Anyway, doesn't matter. Whoa, big old bit of oppo. Backs it in there from Antonelli. Gets it through. Yeah, he's bailed on the lap. He's done what Isaac Hadjar should have done. Go call for Antonelli there. Fittipaldi's on track. Going quite quickly too. Two strong sectors, only about half a tenth off Bortoletto on this lap. Hammers it down into the final two sectors now. Final two corners, rather. Nice and straight, nice and straight. And he's boxed. So he's... Oh. Okay, so I'm hearing that Antonelli's had his time deleted. Not sure why Fittipaldi boxed there. He was on a good lap. Anyway. What milk did Marcus choose for the 500? That's a good question. It's a good question. It's not one I'm sure I can answer. There was something I know that he wrote down that he was then asked to take off and not write down because because it's sponsored by people who really don't like almond milk, which is going to become a little bit of a problem over the next week, and the scholars might figure that out. But hey, we'll see how we go, eh? Martin's, yeah, he's completely cocked that up. There's no two ways about it. Destroying some of the lovely daisies out around the Imola circuit. Yeah, Marcus isn't a vegan, he's a pescatarian, well spotted out. Um, Although, to be fair, I mean, Angela might have him on another diet now, so it, it could be, he could be back on the meat. Back on the, Armstrong back on the meat train. How about that for a headline? Angela on the pod win. Angela doesn't really do pods, so, if you've got a good thing, don't ask for too much, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. Apparently, there's a lot of comments about Armstrong being on the meat train. I've got no issues with comments about Armstrong riding the meat train as we have a look at the back end of Dennis Hauger. I'm going to hear from the man. Here he is, Patrick Swayze. He still looks so much like Patrick Swayze. It's more and more so every day. Some requests for our presence in the snake pit. We will absolutely be in the snake pit. Make no mistakes about that. So we see some Norwegian fans in the stand there. Fuck me, this is long. Is anybody across? And I was going to bring this up earlier, and then we saw Zane's lap. Is anybody across the whole bloody Solov and the other bloke situation? I forgot his name. Who have been banned for 3 races, is it? In F3 because they had to go at some other shit in the break and didn't run it past the FIA. I've only seen the headline. Stenshawn, thank you, Kat. 1 race each. There we go. Sorry, this is full of misinformation here. But I think it's still pretty shithouse, eh? So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it does seem a little harsh. But oh, I see. So they've banned them for the race. So they feel like it's unfair testing, even though everyone else goes testing at any all the fucking time. Ban Antonelli from every race for the rest of the year if that's the case. Like what? Lindblad got a 10 grand fine for testing at Silverstone. Unreal. Yep. I've opened a real can of worms in the chat here for people who didn't know about this. As we ride on board Antonelli. Yeah, it's pretty nuts how you can actually like it's so cooked. Armstrong dominance, poor fans. TBC. Crawford's having a mare in the pit lane. chaos down at the Dams box. Fiddling around with something in and around his crotch there. So might have had some kind of problem with his downstairs before the session. Has been known to. But they look to be wrapping up that work now. So hopefully just a short bit of panic there for Jackie Moon. Victor with some work getting done on his rear end. Alright, so the order as they are right now, it's Gabby Bortoletto on... It's not pole, is it? What do they say when it's pole, but it's about to be, but it's not? You haven't got it yet. Provincial? That feels wrong. Because that's just something that... the brain's gone. It's Friday afternoon. Provisional, thank you. Holy shit. It's Gabby Bortoletto on provisional pole. That's shocking. Gabby Bortoletto on provisional pole. Then we've got Maloney, Hadjar, Dirksen and Barnard in the AIXs. How about a turn up for the books? Aaron still looking strong in that P6 position. Then it's Behrman. OG Kushmini rounds out the top 8. And then you've got Cordial and Vishaw finishing your top 10. Stanek nipping at the heels in P. Marcus Armstrong. Then you got Patrick Swayze in the P12. As you see, one of the Invicta Racings fly around the outside of the other. That looks to be Gabby Bortoletto on another lap. Or not, maybe just getting ahead of his teammate on circuit. I know I'm not sad that the New Zealand anthem wasn't played in Miami. I'm disappointed. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. It's a farce. And frankly, I blame the Americans. Zach Brown needs to pull his head out of his ass. You heard it here first. I mean, look. We've had a response in the DMs. The scholars will understand who from, but that's a result. We'll get to that later. As we ride on board Miata. Zach Brown needs to pull his head out of his ass. Now, I don't necessarily blame him. I think he's just got a job to do as a sort of gatekeeper of McLaren. You're never the CEO of McLaren. It's like a Patek Philippe. You're only looking after it for the next generation, right? So when Bruce tragically passed away, back in I believe it was the 1960s, McLaren racing was left in the hands of an American. Now, at the time, New Zealand's national anthem was, in fact, God Save the Queen. Would have been Queen? Yes, it would have been Queen in the 60s. That was our anthem back then. So, no bad blood for not changing it, because we hadn't changed our anthem yet. We were still under the sort of colonial influence and having God Save the Queen. Now that we have our own anthem, I feel that it's only right that they switch it back. You know, update the app, McLaren. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just hit refresh. We've got a new one. We've got a new song now. New single. It's called God Defend New Zealand. Pretty sure. God of Nations? Anyway, it's our anthem and it's fucking shit hot. As we get Vishaw crossing the line. Goes quick. P2. And Stanek. How about the Tridents? Novak's crying his eyes out somewhere in Madrid right now. Antonelli to the top. That's going to please the locals. Dirksen can't improve on it. He goes to the P2 position though. Here comes the teammate. Behrman spoils the Italians' party. Goes to the top. Can we see some more magic from Gabby Bortoletto? Here he comes. Through the chicane he's going to have to go now. How much turn? Oh! Backs it in. Almost lost it on the entry, but fiddles his way through the corner. I'm not going to talk about that expression for much longer. As we see Correa only to P8. Still riding on board Bortoletto now as he throws it down into the last two corners. Gets on the brakes, tips it in. How's he going? He's gone green. No purple on the screen for him though, but green sometimes it's all you need. Up through the gears. He's going to come down the straight now and across the line, only P4. Behrman holds on to it. OG Kush only to P13. 5 minutes 24 in the session. This thing isn't over, folks. Maybe Ollie can finally score some points. Yeah, good shout. They'll call the tyres though. Not a lot of improvement though on the second push from people last time. So if I'm Ollie Behrman, I'm feeling quietly confident here. But it's close up the top. Look at it. Top 5 within 3/10. I want a screaming Meals race at Hampton Downs. Don't we all? Somebody email Tony Quinn. We've got a better chance of making that happen than most things actually. Oh, Ollie's been done for track limits. Is that what I'm seeing come through in the chat? Will Marcus Armstrong ever return to pods? Yes. When? Don't know. But yes. Mitch Evans, man. I would love to get Mitch Evans on, but the restraining order is going to have to get lifted first. As we rejoin Maloney, he's pushing again now. Antonelli purple in Sector 1. Antonelli purple in Sector 1. Will the Pirellis hold on? The age-old question. Maloney. He's gone green, and he is fast. He's got the wagon under him. But I don't know if he's got enough to go all the way to the top. He doesn't. P6. Now, Antonelli's slowed down already in the second sector, so the Pirellis might be battling. Hadjar's gone fast in S1. Antonelli, no good. P3. Hadjar pushing. Down the hill he goes. Whacks it in. He's looking pretty strong this year in the Campos, actually, old Hadjar. And he's absolutely thrown the arse out on the final corner there. So I don't think this is going to be quicker, but Bortoletto looks to be improving. He's up on Behrman through the second sector now. Here comes Aaron over the line, only P8. As we ride back on board with Bortoletto as he comes over the crest, approaching the final couple of corners. Get a little bit of understeer, bit of inside locking for the man. Tips it out, cleaner exit than we saw from Hadjar, but that's not saying much. What's it going to be over the line? Purple, green, and yellow, but it's enough for the top. Gabby Bortoletto goes to the P1 position by a gap of absolutely fuck all, half a tenth. How about the predictions from the boys, 1 and 2? It's almost like we know what we're talking about. That's a front row. That's literally, hang on. Is this a stat? I just want, oh my God, Richard's almost had a fucking huge one. Apparently we're still waiting for Crawford to put a lap in, but I'm just doing a stat check in my mind, and I believe it might be true that 100% of the drivers in this field who had dinner with us in Monte Carlo last week have qualified on the front row. Yep. 100% of the drivers who have had dinner with us in the past week are on the front row. That's a stat. So, mate, the Screaming Meals alumni, it's just our presence exudes excellence. Ollie might get a penalty, they reckon. But, fair enough. They look concerned down at Premier. Oh, but a thumbs up from the mechanic. So maybe not all good. I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on with the Borderletto. But Gabby pole, we love to see that. As the flag waves now, everyone just doing their cool laps essentially, getting the tyres and brakes cooled down. Well, that was good. Novalak's going to pour himself another glass, and I'm going to get back to work. And then I've got to go see my mum because it's her birthday this weekend. So we'll do that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in with us, all 205 of you backbones, and we'll see you for the rest of the course of the weekend. Cheers. Have a good Friday.